Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're listening to this podcast. I just want to be chill today, nothing serious. Okay, today is 7th of September 2024. It's Saturday in the month of September, 3:34 p.m. Yeah. And you already heard a voice. I have a guest today.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've just been like, I do not want guests on this show because it's not like I don't want guests on the show. It's just that looking for people is hard and I have things to do with my life. But anyways, we have a guest regardless.
See how God works. My name is Gerard, or we could call me 10.
Remember you say you don't say your full name.
rapper.
Maybe you don't.
My full name is not here now. Do they know what's after Gerard?
But are you going to tell them your Instagram handle?
No.
In case if they want to stalk you.
How many followers do you have?
Oh wow. Okay.
No. I'm not cutting.
Okay.
I'm saying depends.
Okay.
Like how many are there?
I don't know. I don't.
If they're up
check.
to 100, I would say my handle.
They're
Maybe
close to
follow.
100.
Okay. 10 over 10 on Instagram. T3N _over_ T3N. Check me out. I'm a rapper / poet / singer / actor.
Okay.
Just all these gifts that I have to use before I die. But yeah.
Okay, but I'll link the handle on the description in the description
Thank you.
box. Yeah, so you can feel free to stalk if you wanna.
All right.
Yeah. So you already know my name now, Chiwendo. So beginning of last year, I released an episode called "The Craziest Thing You Have Done for Love." So this guy, our guest today, I just took a screenshot. It's nothing weird, okay?
The screenshot of what?
He posted on the 5th of September 2024 on his WhatsApp status. Anytime I remember the things I did because of a woman, I go just rack my head forward.
Real.
And the English term is the craziest thing you have done for love, ba?
Well,
is a crazy thing you did for
the
love.
lengths have gone for a woman. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah.
Length. It's not love. But it's love now.
At the time, I was very attracted to them. I don't know. I don't
Okay.
think I've ever been in love.
I don't understand.
I don't think I've ever been.
What
I've been
does
very
love mean to you?
infatuated with people, and I really liked people, but I don't think I've loved anybody.
What does love mean to you?
I think I would know love when I feel it. It's like, to me, I feel like when I'm truly in love, it's going to really take a lot to... Okay, maybe I would say my first relationship in secondary school, but that I don't think that counts because we're just all fools. We're mumus then. So, but that was the only thing I would say was the closest thing
To love.
But then she wrecked my heart, and maybe that's why after then it's been really hard. But honestly, I don't believe it's because of the breakup. I think I've fully healed from that, but I just think I've not found my person.
Yeah.
I know that I'm pansexual, so I find I find myself falling when I have like deep, authentic conversations with people. All that late night talk with wine on the side, something like that. But things like that, and then those are the type of connections that eventually, yes, and nobody really resonates with me on the level I do, and maybe that's why I just don't think so. But yeah, I don't think I've ever been in love.
So I was talking to my sister yesterday. We were talking about relationship and everything, and she said that she has dated people before, and she hasn't fallen in love before. And I was like, do you think the reason why you feel like that is because you are conventionally attractive? So instead of you doing the work of liking people, they easily like you.
Are you trying to say I'm conventionally attractive?
Yes, something like that.
Oh, it took you so... Why is that so hard to come out of your mouth? But
somebody that just looks okay in the society, it's easier for... it's easier for them for people to like them instead of the other way around. Okay. So do you think that's why you haven't... I asked her the same question and she didn't give me like a reason. So what do you think?
I'm not going to lie. There is a certain... Anybody that is attractive and says there's no pride attached to the way they look, especially when they know how they look, it's a lie. So people who are aware of how they look, of course, there's a certain type of pride, but not all of us radiate that pride or, try to push it in people's faces that, okay, I know how good I look. No. But I would say to a certain extent, for me at least, I don't know when it's real.
The attraction.
Or when it's just physical attraction on their part.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'm also just physically attracted to these people, right? And then, maybe, and I guess I'm just too nice a person sometimes that when it comes down to it, when the defining moment, like, okay, do you really like me or not? I find it so hard to tell them no. Like, I just don't want to be that guy to, ruin it. But I also understand that at the end of the day, I'm still going to ruin it because I don't really like you. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I wouldn't say because I'm attractive, I find it hard. I just think I've really liked someone and the person didn't send me, So
tell me about that.
Yeah, that's the length I want for somebody. See, I don't know. Okay, so I really like this girl, and we still chat till today, and I still have some lingering emotions for her. But these days I've come to understand, you know what, there's nothing you can do to make somebody like you if they don't already send you. They don't, and then on the flip side, there's nothing you can do to make somebody unlike you when they have already liked you, So with all my fine boy, all the things I was trying to do, trying to woo her, impress her, she just no send me. Well, in the beginning, we got into a relationship. We were really close. She liked me too.
Yeah.
But then she had this toxic persona. Not to me, but it just felt like she didn't like me enough for me to feel seen in the relationship, And so I dipped at that time.
Wait, do you know, like, as you're talking, I don't know, maybe it's just my brain. I really want, like, details.
Obviously, I can't tell you her name.
No, of course, we're not saying her name.
Yeah,
we're not going to say her name.
Like,
but I want details. Like, when you say she didn't see you or she had a toxic persona, like, what exactly are you saying? So,
I'll be trying to spend time with her.
Yeah.
And then she'll be like, okay, by around this time, you'll have to go into leave because I need my space to myself.
Oh.
So things like that. Obviously,
okay.
It's cool that you want to, like, okay, just
have
chill.
Space,
yeah, but like the way she said it sometimes, like she was too blunt, like almost like she didn't give a shit, So things like that. Another time I just realized, wait, I was actually, there was a time another guy came, visited, and then I had to hide in the toilet, like in the bathroom. She was like, go and hide. And I'm like, but I was younger then. I didn't have sense. But now in retrospect, I'm thinking, wait, was I the side dude? And, things like that. It's just been crazy. I really liked her, I felt like...
You really liked her, but you still felt like you didn't love her?
No. That person...
Okay, sorry. Like, what you felt wasn't love, but you really liked her.
Yeah, I really, really liked her. Like,
really,
really liked to the point that if you gave it more time, I think that would have been the first time I felt love.
Okay.
Yeah. We just really connected. One time I came over at night, and then there are some things I want to say here, but
you already know. Yeah.
Yeah. So so we just hung, and there was something very therapeutic and very spiritual, just hanging with her. We just kind of like connected on a level beyond just physical, beyond just it felt like
out
a whole
world.
God bless you, and then
transcended the normal.
That's when I knew that okay, me and this person have a real connection. But then eventually I had to dip. I had to run because if I stayed with her, she would have destroyed my mental health. And then I came back years later trying to like fix things because I spoke with my sister. I'm like, I really like this girl, but blah, blah, blah. And she was like, oh, well, how did it end? I said, I'm the one that dipped. I told her I couldn't do it again. She was like, what? Why would you do that? And I'm saying, but if, she really cares, she would have wanted to know or,
what
try.
Happened?
And she was like, some people just have pride and maybe, she just, didn't bother because why should it be like she's the one trying to chase me? So I said, okay, make her use that one whole body. So I texted her, I'm like, yo, we hit it up. We chill, but all of a sudden she didn't reply me again, and I would never double text. I'm not the type to double text at all. It comes back to self-worth. Like, look at me now, So
myself, I be fine boy.
Exactly. So why would I? And then she didn't text again, but she views my statuses sometimes, likes them, and I'm like, what do you want? You know, if you no send me, then no send me. Keep the energy.
Just get out.
But what is it with the, okay, I'm trying to build something with you again.
Yeah.
You are dipping on me, but you are still liking and you are still commenting on my videos. Like, maybe I'm just the one that is reading too much into it. But who knows, man? I don't know. I've kind of like made peace with knowing that, you know, what will be, and I'm not stressing anything again. So, Ona Papa.
So, okay, so I could easily relate with what you were saying when it comes to like somebody not sending you, like especially when the girl told you that, oh, at this time just leave. So my own was not that he would say at this time just leave. It was just like, oh, it's time to go. It's time to go back to. I'm like,
you know, like, jokingly,
don't you enjoy spending time with me for you to like actually miss me? I know that some people listening to this podcast or this episode, you might even listen to it. Fuck you, bro. Fuck you.
Sharp. But
no, I still talk to him.
Already did.
I still talk to him.
Did you get that?
Huh?
Oh, you didn't get it. Oh, you didn't get. Oh, okay. No, you will hear it when you play the. You will hear it. So continue.
So we were very good friends. Like, just like you said, whatever you felt with the girl was like spiritual, therapeutic. Like, this guy, I would speak to him for like hours, which I've never done with like anybody before. And if I miss his call ASAP, I'm calling him back because I need you in my life. Like, it's not as if I cannot breathe without the person, but it's just like they are the balm to your mental. Like, when your mental health is falling apart, they're the people that hold you together. Do you understand? They anchor you. They anchor you. And for that person, for you to prioritize that person to that extent, and for them not to do that same thing for you, is like really heartbreaking. And most times you'll be like, you know what, I can't deal with this anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't deal with it. But still, guess what? Cupid will be lingering somewhere saying, sis,
look at this one.
Sis.
Never seen
And
it.
it's just as if you're blind to every other thing or to every other person. And you almost hate yourself because you really just want to just get over. You know it's not good for you.
Yeah.
You just really want to like get over with everything. But for me, I think I'm in a better place with the whole thing. Because I feel like you always have to have like conversations with these people. Yeah. Did you talk to her?
Once in a while, but I've
decided... No. Did you talk to her about the whole, not like normal checking up, like did you talk to her about the
plan was to eventually get, I didn't just want to pop up on her and, you know, hey, let's talk about, you know, why I did all those years ago. You know, I just wanted to like build a rapport again and then eventually be like, hey, so about this, you know. But then it didn't get to that point because I think, you know, everybody's just dealing with life stuff. It was when I go back, when I texted her again, I realized, oh, she took a gap year. She didn't, you know, so she spent a year.
But she went to the same school with you?
Yes.
Yeah.
In Ghana.
Okay.
So she took a whole year away from school and then she went to work. I'm thinking financial issues and stuff. I know she just had her whole other shit to deal with, and I realized, you know what, at the end of the day, sometimes we always think it's us, it's about
you,
but sometimes these other people are just, they have their whole other thing to deal with, you know. So I just kind of understood. I decided, you know what, I'm just going to let it be. If
let go,
you know, if it's not meant to be anyway, then this might just be God saying, bro, like, rest now. You say, if you know this yam, you know, but as I stubborn reach, I don't want here. But I've decided I go here by force. I'll not do it again. But I kind of... Yeah. Okay, so one thing people know about me is, as much as I try to be very Christian, like, obviously, there's stuff that's still un-Christian that
you engage
I be up to. Yes. So,
God.
and let's just say I've come to make peace with the fact that right now, all I really want to build is healthy friendship relationships, like platonic ones, but like really cool ones. And hey, if we could be FWBs at the same time, I think that's better for me, just to understand, okay, at the end of the day, you're just my guy, but every so once in a while we get to, you know, kick it and all that. You see, this whole relationship thing,
Don't
I'll
you think
leave
it's more
it till I'm
complicated?
ready. FWB?
Yeah.
It depends. It depends on the person. Some people are so chill. Like, see, I understand some people from FWBs, you can catch feelings, right? But
for anybody that don't understand what FWB is, friends with benefits.
Yes. So there are some people that are so chill, so cool with it. Like, they make you feel like, okay, it's actually just friends, but it makes it feel so much more like they are there for you, all that. But obviously, you know that, they have their own thing also on that side, But like, at the end of the day, it's just a safe space. It's just knowing that, okay, you could call on this person and they're there. And whatever other need you might have at the moment. And I think for young adults, like, I'm not encouraging it, please. But what I'm saying is, if you find yourself in such as, I think it's better for us to eventually get to know the type of people we want to become and type of people we want to be with, than, just forcing relationship on top everybody you come across that you think you like. Because at the end of the day, you're only damaging yourself. You're having like 13 heartbreaks because everybody will have their hearts broken. Sometimes it's canon, like it's in your story, you know. But maybe God had planned for you 7. Why go and add extra 6 to it? So now you have 13 for no reason, So I don't know. I just think so you know what I'm trying to say.
We don't know what you're trying to say.
just do
I really
want
wanted to talk in details.
Just do you.
I wanted to talk in details.
May they no catch me for outside. But but yeah, basically, like, you see what I was saying? Like, we will have a topic for this podcast.
Yeah.
But when we start talking, we will just be talking, and that's the beauty. Like, you just talk and then
I didn't even think about it.
Find, exactly. Yeah. So, I don't know. Like, me, I'm a high FWB guy. Like, if it eventually leads
I don't know
to
whether
something
this
really good, like, obviously you tell over time that, okay, I feel something different with this person. Then yes, by all means, proceed.
So how many
into
FWBs do you have now?
No, I only do one at a time. But right now I'm not doing nothing because I am on break and I'm just in a different state. And
he's on break. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm
that
just.
Makes sense.
It's a transitional phase in my life.
I thought you were saying you.
Sorry, I get what you thought I was saying, but no, that's not it. I'm just meaning, so I'm done with school now.
Okay.
Everybody that I used to know, everybody is now figuring out their own. So wherever it's going to be from now, it's probably going to be like at workplaces or camp or whatever, So at this point, no. But they say marry your best friend. Like, love is really just friendship, like very deep friendship
with intimacy.
Yes. So if you find out that your friend, you really get this person and blah blah blah, and she gets you back, that's the exact person you should be with or try to be with instead, rather than that fine boy or fine girl you saw yesterday and you decide is your soulmate. No, that's not how it works. At least that's
there's no black and white.
No, there's no black and white. There's no manual to it. I'm just saying it's more likely that you'll find love with a very close friend than with, obviously, unless you're friend zone him, your heart no send them again. But generally, I think it's better that way.
That's like how I've always thought. I mean, with everybody I've ever liked, we're always friends, and I always thought it would get into. I've never been in a relationship before. Wow. Anyways, I always thought it would like. So that your
ex, no be relationship.
Ex, okay, you know be ex.
So just a chop on a rice. So,
there was not. See, do you know that this guy? Oh boy. Okay.
No, you will go into details. If me, I'm talking, wallah, you will talk. Oh yeah, drop gist.
There was nothing like overly intimate about it. The highest thing we ever did was just hug. But like hugs are.
There is hug and there is hug.
There is hug and there is hug.
Okay.
So that was the. Then with other things, okay. The way we spoke to each other, the way we understood each other.
Yeah.
Even like this is from my own perspective. I don't know from his own perspective, because earlier on I was just like, maybe I just felt like this guy is like, I won't say soulmate, but he was like
He was different.
He was different.
Yeah.
Like with every other person I've liked, he was just different. And, you know, he communicated better. He
So
indulged me. Yeah?
How he can't spoil?
How he can spoil is that he didn't like me.
Oh.
Or he didn't see me the way I saw him.
Mm.
So he always indulged my the curious part of me because I ask a lot of questions. So he'll indulge me by answering it or asking me questions back, all those kind of things. So it just made me feel great because seeing somebody that was also curious to know, even though I don't think he's that curious, but he just wanted me to talk to him, sure. So having that and seeing that he needed me as a friend, we just grew. And God, this episode will come out next year.
I want to see this episode ready by the end of this year.
This episode will come out next year. If after this is, I would not say that I have a podcast or an episode.
This podcast was come because my voice is on it. While lying, I will be waiting on this thing.
Okay, I will talk. So he liked somebody else, and I was just like, bro, like I could swear that this guy liked me. I could swear that I was the only person in your life, bro. Yes, I was so delusional. But then, I was in denial actually of whatever I felt for him until I now realized he liked somebody else. I was like, oh my gosh, I actually do like this guy because I enjoyed spending time with him or whatever. Yeah. Then we finished school. I was like, fuck him. I ghosted for like 1 month because I just really needed the break. Then I then didn't like the fact that I ghosted him because I'm not that kind of person. I would always tell you that the reason why I'm not talking to you, so you know. So we will not live our lives based on assumptions. Yeah, so I told him the reason. I told him I liked him, blah 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 blah. And aside from even liking him, I didn't even want us to maybe enter into a relationship at that point. But the fact that he now liked somebody else and now replaced them with me as a friendship wise doesn't mean that this friendship we had was rubbish to you. So communicating to him like last 2 months, he now gave me a whole different perspective to the reason why everything that happened in uni happened. And it just made sense to me. Yeah. Now, I don't want to say what he said because it's really, really sensitive.
You know, that's like...
He's still going to be my friend, but okay, live your life.
We create our own stories in our heads and believe them.
Because we have expectations. Do you understand? Yeah. We need people to play roles in our imaginations or whatever.
Even that girl, I know that if I had spoken to her and she was completely honest with me, there might have been things she would have told me. I'd be like, okay, this is how we went, you know? But, man, you know, at the end of the day, man, you can't know everything. So sometimes you just have to cut your losses and go. Like, a few days ago, my sister's birthday, I had this conversation with one of my friends. She's graduating with me, too. We're in the same school, same set, same course, actually. And I realized I've always liked this girl. Well, not liked, but there was always something different. But I was in denial about it, or I was scared that if I made any move, it would ruin the type of friendship we already had, you know. And then she came, we spent the whole day together, and then she went back, she's in a relationship, and I texted her the next day. I'm like, yo, this is how I really feel. Not to say, oh, leave your boyfriend, come. I just feel like, you know, I wanted to get it off my chest. And she was like, oh, you know, maybe if it was a different time, maybe, but right now, no. I'm like, that's perfectly fine. Like, I'm not even, you know, I didn't even expect a positive reply because she really likes that guy. I was just saying, you know, I would hate to look back years from now and go, what if?
Yeah.
You know, so
what
I'm
if
just
you
glad.
Just said something.
Exactly. So I'm glad I told you, and now we know for certain that this is what it is. So I wish you the best in everything. And, you know, I rather live my life regretting the things I did than the things I didn't do. I would hate myself if at the age of 90, I'm on my bed thinking, what if I had done this? What if I had done this? It's better that I say, I did it or more. I shouldn't have tried it. You know?
Because now you know what could have
Because now you know.
Yeah.
You know? So forgive me to everybody that, you know, I've just, you know, I wanted to make sure, that's all.
But have you ever been in a situation where somebody liked you and you didn't like them back?
Plenty.
Okay, let's hear that.
Where I go start? See, in this life, you can't avoid being the villain. You will always be a villain in somebody's story. And when I realized that, I just made peace with that. It is not my fault that I do not feel the same way for you as you do for me. Me self, the person where I like, no send me. The person I like too, no send my papa. You know, so I'm going to get this down on recording. So I want to say this again. It is not my fault that I do not like you the way you like me. Everybody has their own emotions. We do not have remote controls to say, I want to like this person. You know, it just happens. So when people have feelings for me and I don't reciprocate them, it now starts feeling like I'm the bad guy. But me too, the person who I like, no send me, you know? So everybody is dealing with this. You know? I try to let them down easy. The ones that before I would sacrifice. There was one time I had this perfect thing with this girl. We just understood ourselves. Like, we're in dating, but we're doing our stuff. We were just hanging, and I really enjoyed being with her. Then this other one came along and said she liked me, but that one had big breast. You know, then
my podcast here, I've suffered.
You can just cut it out. Then, so
not cut it. It will be here. They will listen to it.
You know, and it kind of like, I kind of like, because she really liked me, I couldn't now say no, because I just felt too nice. I was too nice, you know, and then I had to cut things off with that other one that I enjoyed being with, to say yes to this one that I didn't like.
You're a bad person.
You know,
you're a bad person.
So what I did was I ended up collecting 2-0. They scored me 2. I lost one, and then I entered another one that I didn't enjoy. You know, but it's good
what
that.
What did you enjoy about that one?
I just didn't like. When you know, like somebody, there's nothing, and she really tried. Like, I could see the effort she was putting in to like make it work. But every point I was telling her, yo, I'm not feeling this. But she was like, okay. She now said, okay, just until we graduate, you know, because it would have been so bad if, you know, she kept seeing me around, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, you know, and then we graduated. So, and now, over time, we stopped talking as much, and I wish her the best. I know that already now. Probably someone's on the other end, you know. But I just feel like I could have made better decisions and stuck with the one I was with. But, you know, if you don't learn lessons, it's better I learn them now, moving forward, than, you know, not learning and then going to make the mistake later on in life where it will actually matter. You know, so if you like somebody today and the person doesn't like you, or the person doesn't like you as much, please do not hate the person. Please do not be angry. That is simply just life. That's life for you. There's nothing you can do about it, you know? You too, there's somebody that likes you that you know send.
Yeah.
So, you know, just...
But you need to go through, like, it multiple times for you to have that kind of mindset. Because if it happens to you the first time, you'll be angry.
No, of
like,
course.
Why?
Of course. No, I'm not saying you won't be hurt. I'm not saying you won't be. Of course, there's that level of emotions that will forever be there, no matter no matter how logical you are. But I'm also saying, with those emotions, understand that at the end of the day, it's just because you're hurt. Yeah. It's not because it's the person's fault. Yeah. It's not. It's just you're hurt. And as long as you understand that, then hurt in silence. You know, but don't push it out on somebody who it's not their fault that anything is going on here. You know, it's not like they came to toast you, made you fall in love, and then left. You just found them. You know, so I don't know. But if they toast you,
see, if you want to break their head. Because why did they wander in your vision? Why did they come?
Now, wow,
come close?
You go like go ask God.
Break their head.
Ask God why they wandered in your vision. Please don't break anybody's head. Though.
Break their head. Poison them if you can.
You don't say 2 of us get head. If you talk to somebody now, person like you now for your head. Though. Please don't break anybody's head. Though.
Why? I mean, in secondary school, I there's this guy I liked, and there was one that liked me. And And I just saw the one that liked me as my friend.
Mm.
Nothing more. But then this other one that I liked.
He saw you as a friend, of course.
Yeah. And
the ones where we know, like,
it's just like,
us.
Oh my God. Why? Like, I don't know whatever that is bringing people together. Like, that thing in our brain that makes you love people or get attracted to people is doing like such a shitty job. And it's very, very annoying. Like, to an extent, I was asking God, like, just make me numb. Make me indifferent. I'm serious. Make me indifferent to people because I cannot get it right. I'm serious. I can't get it right. I'm just like, it's tiring. It's draining. Like, you yearning for someone else and someone else yearning for you, but it's not just working. So just make me numb.
See, I have this theory that people like us who find it hard to find people like us, people that we connect to. I think it's because ultimately we have something greater to achieve. There's something we are being prepared for that is not the average lifestyle. For example, this friend of mine, she's thinking of getting married next year. Like, she can't wait to have kids. She can't wait to settle down.
The one you really liked?
Not the one, not this one that I just said,
Okay.
She wants to settle down. And I said, sometimes we always say God protects us from people, but sometimes God protects people from us, you know?
Yeah.
And I realized, even if she did like me now, that's a problem because I have so much I want to do. Like, I have a wandering spirit. I have a spirit. I want to wake up. I keep saying, I want to wake up in a different city every night. I want to wake up and wonder where I am. Like, I love adventure, being in new places and seeing new things. Like, I don't know. I keep telling my parents that, my sisters might marry before me, but you see that maybe around that, I'm talking 29, 30, before I even start even thinking about it, like, okay, this might be time. Stability. But right now, I just feel like my soul just wants to, like,
experience
things. Like, just to go. And money is the only thing holding me back, because me, I'll be that kind of public figure. I'm in Greece today, I'm in Australia tomorrow, I'm
Turkey.
in Egypt. I love just moving, you know. So I just know that wherever it is, I've decided I've made peace with it. If I can't seem to fit in, so I'm just going to stand out.
I could relate to that too, because I feel like my sister was asking me yesterday, why haven't I been in a relationship before? I was like, the reason I gave her the surface reason to make myself the victim, of course. That that the people I like don't like me back. But I think the actual reason, I feel like if I wanted to be in a relationship, I would have been in a relationship. But the real reason is that commitment scares me. Like just staying rooted
to one person. Yeah.
It's not as if like it's not as if I'm unfaithful or whatever. I mean, I'm a loyal person. The guy I liked, my eyes didn't wander to any other person to show my loyalty. Okay. But I'm like, relationship, like, you have to consider this person. You have to stay where this person is. I'm like, can I do that? I mean, with marriage too, like I've told my parents, I don't know, but you're the first child. Yes, he's the first child.
Firstborn, first child, first son.
Yeah. Same here. I've just told them, it's like my siblings will get married before because I don't know what I want. Like, I really want to just explore this life. And I don't think having a partner with you could help you do that, because you have to always consider them every time. So it's just like maybe the reason why I've never been in a relationship is because I can't just stay rooted to one thing. I just want to be busy doing work.
Can we recommend this movie to you? Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
I think I've watched it, but I did.
Please, if you can't remember, watch it again. See, that thing resonated with me on a completely different level. I watched that thing like 3 times because, okay, so here's the concept. And I think we should do that for movie. So basically, this woman exists in every universe, in every time, in every possible outcome of the universe. She exists in every one of them. So she has realized that at the end of the day, well, in the movie, nothing matters because in one universe, they are all piñatas that they are beating.
Yeah.
Another universe, they are rocks where human beings were never formed. Another universe, they are this, they are doing that, So it just, but that's not the point. What I'm trying to get to is the concept of a movie was to talk about people with ADHD, people whose minds are not here. Like, I constantly feel like I'm not present. Like, I'm talking with you, we're having a discussion, but my mind is in so many other places, doing so many other different things, like what I want to be, what I want to do, who I want to meet, what I want to eat, do. And it's like
playing in your mind.
Yes,
Movie.
And I love that movie. I can't explain it completely for you, but I think you will love it. Like, it was amazing.
It's Asian, ba?
Yes, it's Asian.
I think I started watching it, then I stopped.
Oh, it's dope. It's dope.
It's magical. Yeah, it's sci-fi. Yeah. I hate sci-fi as well.
I love.
Wait,
you hate sci-fi?
Sorry, let me check what's happening in the life.
So,
I dislike sci-fi because I just feel like it's too fake.
I don't
very,
think it's
very fake.
I just think
it has not happened.
Possibilities of things, yeah. Like,
it will still happen.
People say magic is just science you don't understand yet. Like, if you showed like a mirror to like people in the 1800s, or they'd be like, what sort of sorcery is this? You probably get killed at the stake. But we know what it is. Like, it's normal to us now. So I don't know. I in these billions of planets, there is no hell, there is no way we are the only beings. Like, of course we might, because God decided, okay, but then God's ways are not ours. So, but why would he create all these other billions and trillions of planets and give us the ability to see it?
Yeah.
And then there's nothing more to it. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, thinking about that is very, very like scary.
Wow. I think it's a beautiful thing.
Because it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Of course, with fear and everything, but it's just like a lot of people have the notion that we are the only ones existing. So
I think that's even scarier. Do you know? So look, okay, put it like this.
Yeah.
You're standing here, but all of a sudden, everybody on Earth vanishes. There is a deafening silence. Just you. Nobody else. In the whole world. I think that's scarier.
True.
I think that's way scarier to realize that we are the
only people.
But the possibilities are endless. There could be a universe where blah and blah and blah. We will never see it. We will never get to reach those universes. But just thinking that this could be is a whole different thing. This podcast has no head. Like, we started talking about love, and now we're talking about space. So, but this is the beauty, is the conversation. And people that are following us and talking with us like this, they are transitioning with us, because it's not like we stopped, then started a new topic. It just kind of like
flew.
Exactly. So
I'll be fluid. See, my English nowadays, I don't even understand, but I'll be speaking it anyhow.
Yeah.
So, talking about science and space, I don't know, like me, but I just feel like I prefer knowing like what is real, like what is in my environment, like being curious about what is in my environment, like how does this chair come about, how is this record. But you see all those otherworldly things, I don't give like 2 F's about them, because I feel like they're not real, so why bother about them?
They're not real. It's a very
they're not important
they don't
to the whole.
So
why bother about it? So that's why whenever I'm watching like sci-fi or reading books about sci-fi, I just start and stop. Once they start doing their magical,
like what you like. I'm not trying to convince you otherwise. I'm just trying to say that. I would like
to check the movie out though.
Imagination has always been humans' greatest gift.
Yeah,
our ability to see what could be and then work to achieve it. Like, waiting concern us with sky to the fly. If you really think about it, like, we already had ships, we had horses. Yes, it took a longer time, but we were good with the travel. But it took 2 people to say, look at these birds. They look so free. Why can't we fly?
Oh, and the aeroplane is actually like shaped like
exactly the Wright brothers.
Never thought about that.
And here we are now. We looked at the oceans and thought, I want to explore that.
Yeah.
Then created submarines. Like, because of our curiosity, because we want to know, that's why we've come this far. You know?
Yeah.
Somebody's thought, this my friend has traveled now. Before I send him letter to him and back, I want to know what's going on with her. If I want to, WhatsApp video call.
I could guess that you are the kind of person that imagine a lot and you think a lot. So have you ever thought of inventing anything before?
No, unfortunately, I don't like maths. I hate mathematics. See,
where the problem
Dozie. See, I love seeing the research. I love seeing what people have done and what it means. But if you put me in a lab and say, I don't know anything. If you pass 2 plus 2, I don't even want to know again. You know?
Maths is the worst subject ever. I'm sorry to say, it's just crazy. Like in secondary school, they used to flog me belt. I went to a boarding school, so
they used to knock me
belt on my back. It was bad. Quadratic equation.
That was my favorite.
And I just carried myself into science because I felt like I wanted to be like the next Ben Carson, the next left-handed Ben Carson, Nigeria, like female pediatric neurosurgeon, and it just became like a very vivid dream for me. But then, I thought science.
They plan life, you know, see life.
Well,
they plan
like,
you.
Jam just did his thing. If not, I studied biochemistry, and then here we are. I'm not even using my biochemistry certificate.
Well, that's crazy. The fact that you went through it and graduated.
Yeah. And guess what? I'm doing radio.
Because you like to talk.
No.
Okay.
Oh, that's part of it.
Okay.
But because I was heartbroken again.
This a different guy.
Yeah. The first one I liked in secondary school. And then one of my female friends, she was my...
I don't understand. The first one you like, the heartbreak hit you again that you did radio.
No. I left secondary school 2018.
Yeah.
And because I went to boarding school, I didn't have friends at home. Mm-hmm. So I came back home with nobody to talk to. Mm-hmm. Now, radio was just the only thing. Now, the friends I used to talk to in boarding school, calling them, they would not answer their phone. They were forming busy. Some people even blocked you. Mm-hmm. I was just like, since human beings does not want to talk to me, I have radio. Mm-hmm. And then the presenters there, they were relatable, they were friendly and all those things. Like, I'd call into shows, send messages, and they would read it and, you know, indulge me. And that's why I wanted to do radio. So heartbreak led me to this big vision I have for my life now. Has heartbreak ever made you do any?
Heartbreak made me look attractive.
Okay.
They broke up with me, and then
take your notes. He can be attractive after you.
I decided that the gym was my calling.
Yeah. And
you know, I found it was like my escape. So every time I felt down, felt bad.
That was the one you really liked.
This was secondary school. This was the first one.
You have lived many lives though.
Oh my God. Trust me, I feel like that woman in that movie. See, when she broke up with me, or when the thing spoiled, because I broke up with her actually.
Yeah.
She cheated on me. So yeah. So
wait, secondary school people they cheat.
No, okay, you never say anything. And I'm my guy, Now my guy chop him. You see, life is just an absurd thing, actually. But it happened, and then you know I went straight to the start. I was exercising like a madman, you know. And then God was like, my child, glow up. If you don't plan them, you say, hey, this boy doesn't want to work out. Let me put this girl in his parts.
Yeah.
God will just be there playing chess with people like, okay, you know. But I hold no malice against her anymore. I understand that at the end of the day we are all human beings and
the heart
things happen. The heart's what they want. And don't be say she like him, but that's the painful thing. Because if she say, okay, I liked him, that's why, I'll say, okay, there was a reason. Yeah. But I am more upset when there is no reason. You say you don't like him, you know, send down. But so somehow he still got
to you.
So what are we saying?
Yeah.
I feel like if you give me a reason, I'll be more at peace that okay, this is what it is. But you are telling me there is no reason. I wanted to mad that year. I'm like, oh, you pay me.
So tell me how. Like,
I was listening to Juice WRLD, NF,
that's what I wanted to hear.
XXX Tentacion, and it happened close to my birthday, guys.
Yeah.
Like this was around December.
December, what is your birthday?
I'm 30.
Okay.
Like, it happened around this time, and bruh, man, it was bad. I didn't eat, I didn't drink, I was upset.
I'm the kind of person that if I'm heartbroken, I'll eat too. That's when I eat excessively.
I lose my appetite, bro. Like, if I'm upset, I will not eat. Even water go hard me to drink. Like, I just be pissed.
Yeah.
You know, but time makes a mockery of everything. Look at us laughing at it now. But if you follow me joke this joke, that time, man, it was bad, but it was necessary. It was necessary.
So thinking about like my own heartbreak, like what happened. So me that I love going to school because I love meeting people, blah blah blah, talking to people. Around that time, I would just stay. I didn't go to school. I'll just stay in my room. Everywhere will be so dark. I'll now read. Like, I read like 5 books in a week. It has never happened before. I don't mean like novellas or short stories. Like books with like 2,000 pages. I just needed to escape from my life because I felt like my life was just so bad, so sad. I was just reading, then eating and listening to songs. That time, I'll just put like heartbreak songs. I can't even remember. I had it like a playlist.
Balloons are deflated.
Yes.
Guess they look lifeless like me.
Oh my Spotify was on fire.
Spotify was my savior that time, man.
Bro, so, like at least I would be playing these songs coming for me. I'll be singing. I'll be crying. I say, you broke my heart, you motherfucker. That's like I would. I would put my voice memo, right? And then record. Like, I loved talking to myself because at that time, I'm the kind of person that if I like somebody, I don't want them to know. I don't want anybody around us to know. I just want it to be, just be me. Because I'm still trying to figure out that there's a lot of things about myself I'm still trying to figure out, like, why do I act that way? So, I didn't want anybody to know. So, it was just like a sore. I was licking it, like a wound, sorry. I was licking alone. That's the correct quote, but
yeah.
Okay.
I guess. I assume. At this point.
So I was just on my own. I mean, my friends could see that I needed help. Like, I was so depressed, so sad. But I was just like healing by myself, writing. I wrote a lot. I said a lot. I got drunk.
Okay.
I even got to smoking. I smoked. I was. You never listen to my podcast. Weed. But if any of my family members listen to this, I smoked. I got drunk. What heartbreak does see?
Cigar or weed?
What heartbreak does see?
Cigar or weed? You know the talk.
But what heartbreak does see is that it makes you not care about your life. Okay. Yeah, not care at all. So I didn't care about my life, my grades, whatever.
I was actually like, God, just take my life.
Just take my life.
Why? Why this pain? And I'm sure God is looking at me like, look at this boy. look at this life I've planned for you. Look at all these things. You see, and now here you won't die. They play. And I'm just like, hey, if I see myself, I'm going to tear him, slap. Like, are you mad?
Oh boy, I still have like voice notes of me like crying to myself and saying a lot of words, and I don't know what I'm going to do with those things, but it will just be there. Maybe if I experience heartbreak again, I would listen to them and cry more. Who knows? But I really don't want to be heartbroken again because it's very. I'm serious.
Deeply.
But do you believe that sadness is addictive?
Oh yes, people fall in love with their pain. People romanticize being in pain so much so that even when they see a way out, they rather stay in it.
Because it makes them feel like they are the victims. Like, you know, when you victimize yourself, it's like you are needed. They are validated.
Basically, they fear happiness. They are afraid of being happy because they don't want to experience that pain again. So let me just remain here in this my solitude of sadness and depression because at least I understand how this works. That's how they do it. But
it cannot even change. It can't change. It's like really stable because happiness could easily segue into sadness, but sadness could just be there. Does that make sense?
Yes. But guys, remember, it's part of life. At the end of the day, it's life. Like, you're You cannot avoid being sad. You cannot avoid being heartbroken. You cannot avoid being happy too, because life happens to everybody. And everybody's going to die.
That's like restraining yourself when you decide not to.
You're not living. Experience everything. The joy, the heartbreak, the pain, the love, the happiness, the peace, and death. Because at the end of the day, when you meet your friends in heaven or hellfire, now you sabi, you get to talk like, I remember when this and that. But if you don't experience these things, how on earth are you going to be part of the conversation? Think about it like that.
True.
So, you only live once.
So sick for heartbreak.
You end up in hellfire.
Tega is saying sick for heartbreak.
I didn't say find heartbreak. I said if they meet you.
How did you introduce yourself again? I called you Tega, Sha.
My name is Gerard. I don't know who Tega is. My name is Gerard.
Well, at this point, I don't think I'm going to edit this.
Edit this podcast in Jesus' name. Please. We are 54 minutes in. Let's not do this.
Hey, well.
So, be open to everything.
Yeah.
New experiences, everything. And you can plan something out and it will still end badly. And then you cannot plan it at all and you just find success in it. So
True.
Just let it flow. Be like water with God, of course. If you be like
Who said that?
Who
said that? Is he?
It's a Taoist saying. It's like be like water that supports everything. Blah 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 blah. Harbor no hate, no
nothing.
I have nothing against anybody. Plus people that did me bad, plus people that I did bad, I have nothing against them. So that's just life.
It's life, man, and we are going to be fine regardless. If you are going through a heartbreak, I'm so sorry you are going through that. You are going to be fine, and is a recipe for character development. Yes, you get to find yourself when things like this happen. You find your passion. You realize that I feel like heartbreak or whenever you interact with people, it exposes you to yourself. So when this thing happened with this guy, it's made me realize that I didn't have like a self-worth and I didn't like myself enough. So all those things was like, this is the problem. Because aside from this guy, even if you entered a relationship with somebody that actually liked you, would have still been the same thing. You would have doubted yourself and all those stuff. So you'll be fine.
You will. And I know everything in your body, in your soul is telling you will not experience this type of happiness again.
The intensity is heavy.
It's a bloody lie. Half the people you will meet in your life, you have not even started meeting them. They still wait for you for somewhere. And you want to kill yourself over one nonsense boy in one corner there in Kaduna.
Oh, well, at that point, they were not nonsense. But looking back, you're like...
Yes, now they are nonsense.
There is... you meet better people.
The heart lies, guys. It lies.
Truly. It lies. So, I think we are 56 minutes in. So, to wrap up everything, at the beginning of the episode, you said that... I asked you, what does love mean to you? So, just state again, like, when do you know that you're in love with someone?
You just know. See, I
have a problem with what do you mean by?
See, there is no. You cannot explain love. Like that's why people, all these movies, even though it's cliche and is weird, but they have something. Some things just happen, and then this girl just looks at this guy, and in her mind, everything just kind of clicks, and they're like, I love you.
Yeah.
There is no way to say, okay, when I feel like this and he does like this and I'm like this and it's like this and I feel butterfly, that's when I love you. It's a lie. Yeah. Sometimes you just like the person. You might just really like, but you know what it means to come out of you, for you to, from the depths of your soul, say, I love you, and you mean it. There is no manual explanation for that. Nobody can tell you, oh, this is what love feels like. It's a lie.
Most times you don't go looking for it.
Yeah, it just finds you, So they say you often find the things that you're looking for when you are not looking for them.
I was looking for God.
You know find them.
There you know.
You know find them. I promise you, that person is where they find God. See, where artists, where they when they give their life back to Christ, they weren't looking for him. Something just happened. You're like, oh my God,
This is it.
Now
That's
God
it.
be this.
Yeah.
Now he be this.
Yeah.
There is some things just, when it's right, when it's time, when everything just kind of clicks. That's what I mean. I don't stress. So people are saying, so what do you want to do now while you are finished school? Which job are you going to take? Which certificate are you going to go to? I say all this one no matter in heaven. See, the things that me I did, the kind talk where they follow God talk. If you get around, you go follow me laugh. But I know that the things I want, and the things I desire, it's a matter of time. And that's how everybody should feel. Of course, you are pressured. Nigeria is not smiling. The country is going down in flames. It looks like you have no opportunities. Your mates are doing way better. But bro, it's not about who did it first. It's not about who is there yet. It's about, hello, the road you are traveling. Sure, you will get there. You will get there. Leave it. Feel it alone. It's all love, guys.
It's all love. So yeah, I think the basic thing, like, if you didn't get anything from this episode, what do you should get from it?
I'm not sure you got anything from this episode because I don't even know what we will name this podcast now. For God will help all of us.
Oh my God.
I'm posting this to YouTube, so even though this is very
shit.
Terribly
wait,
done.
What?
This is terribly
I feel
done.
like the podcast will have more. What exactly did we say here?
And we post it. Anybody that wants to understand, I'm not even editing it. See, at this point,
you're not editing it, ma? Okay.
No, this one.
I'm not.
That one is 1 hour, bro. You can't do 1 hour with all these guys. All the time you went out and you were silent, you were still.
Then we hear it.
They play. But anything you get like these guys, because when God says it's time, no matter, your car will drive without battery. I'll be waiting and talk. I will post it like this. If it's still gonna blow like this, everything day.
Okay, in case someone wants to have like a visual experience of the podcast, your channel.
Yes. Come to 6'3".
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. I'm not that big yet, so chances are when you search for it, you won't find it. But please do well to reach out to your host, and she would be very kind to send you my link.
Yeah.
Unless she's an enemy of progress, in which case, God be with you to find it on your own.
Wow. Okay. Talking about enemies of progress, I actually listened to one of your songs, 10 Tales.
Yeah,
it was great. I like the
you.
words in the song. So, if you didn't get anything from this episode,
enemy of progress reminds
to show
you
that
of 10 Tales.
To show you that I'm not an enemy of progress, but anyways, that I listen to you. If you didn't get anything from this episode, one thing you should get from it is what do you think they will get from it?
I think one thing you should get from it is that shit happens, bro. Like shit will happen to you. You cannot control it. So when shit happens to you and you find yourself in shit, look for a tissue paper and wipe it off, because nobody will wipe it off for you. If you understand what I'm saying,
they follow you everywhere.
Exactly. When you shit on yourself, do you leave it like that and be like, oh my God, why me? No, you wash off. So when life gives you lemonade, throw it back in his face and say, who sent you?
These are the contents you'll be seeing when you subscribe to this guy's channel.
Yes.
You're also on TikTok. In fact, tell them where they can find you everywhere.
Instagram, I'm 10/10, T3N _over_ T3N. I know it's a very unnecessarily long and heavy name.
Don't worry, meet the enemy. She'll send you the link.
Yes, please. I appreciate my lovely host here. She will help you with it. On TikTok, I am 10 the creator, T3N, of course, _the creator. On WhatsApp, you can't find me there because WhatsApp doesn't use
my number.
Yes. I'm tempted to tell you here now, but somebody might send me their nudes. I'm not.
You flatter yourself a lot.
I'm not against that.
You're flattering yourself, okay.
And then what else? Okay, I've given you Instagram, TikTok, and
X.
That's
X.
Okay, on X, I'm not a porn star, but X, Twitter.
Just wow.
On X.
Wow.
On X, I am 10/10 still. So the same thing. Yeah, find me there.
Okay.
See ya.
Thank you so much, Tiger, for coming to my podcast.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for having me too.
Yeah. I'm your most interesting host, that's for sure. I don't think any podcast you have done so far will beat this one.
Spontaneous, yes.
Yes.
Spontaneous, yes, but the interesting one. Okay.
Yes, it's the most interesting.
Whatever you say.
I put it to you. This is the most views.
Okay.
Let's go.
Thank you so much for listening. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.